Hello guys and welcome back to another round gamer video. This is going to be a breakdown of the event Lubu we're going to see coming up on Thursday. That's tomorrow, 6th of August. I'll also do a quick overview of Wukong because he's also available in this event. And I'll do a fairly detailed comparison between Lubu, who for all of us who have him already, he is one of the best lightning storm spell buffing titans out there. So I'm going to compare him with some other similar lightning buffing titans that will include lightning spell and lightning storm buffing titans. So hopefully you'll stick on to the end of the video where we'll compare that and have a look at that. So let's, as always, begin with the quick overview of Lubu. Lubu is one of the best solo titans that are in the game, without a doubt. He can stand his own, being a lightning champion with almost everything you might want really on a champion. He's got X health, X armor. And he can also pack a real punch on his own with that AP and critical that he also comes with. And his meatiness only goes up with the 40% melee and 30% range resist, along with a 30% all elemental resist, which becomes extremely helpful when coupled with the Mjolnir, which is the 5-star Norse relic, if you happen to have that. So, because that maxes his resistance to all elements by just using one relic. So, this is a very, very good Titan on his own. But the real strength and the reason why you might really want to go for this Titan is for the special skill that he brings in, which is the massive buff for the lightning storms. Is a 200% damage buff along with a 15 additional lightning bolts that are present in the lightning storm. So when the spell is cast, you're going to see a lot more zapping going around, which really, really helps. Along with that, he does buff Storm Maidens with X damage and X AP. The only thing missing is any sort of critical buff. But that is a very strong buff, and so which means you can also use Lubu, you can have him in the front tanking all the damage, and you can have Storm Maidens trying to, of course, take down the enemies. Now, if you've seen some videos, not by myself, but some videos out there, I believe I think I saw one from Gason of using Lubu on a solo mode against a frigg at one point. So there's definitely a lot of potential and of this Titan. His prestige skill is actually very good. I do like it. The fact that he gets 80% base health buff. Not so interested in the damage buff, but the fact that he gets the maximum of 80%. Remember, this is at level 10. I believe you start at 40% or 60% at the base level. So that's the. But what is also quite nice is that every 20 seconds you will get a storm spell and a maximum of 7. So that is really good. So if at this particular max level, you can potentially go into the battlefield with 10 lightning storms off the bat. So really good answer. I consider Lubu a meta titan even today. He's very good against Sekhmet to take out the sticky skeletons. So yeah, very, very good. Very, very good titan overall. Wukong is the second titan that's been thrown in the mix, available I think believe at 11,000 souls. He's an Earth champion and he's a reskill version of what he was before. He comes with 3 Omega Goliaths and 3 Omega Archers. He can also stand his own with his X health and X armor. Only thing, of course, he doesn't have is any sort of resistances, be it melee, ranged, or elemental resists. But his real strength is this tanky Goliaths, including some Omega Goliaths, and his really strong archers with X damage, X AP, and this can be really good. What's really good about Wukong when I was analyzing his skill is that if you look at his prestige skill that is for the Goliaths and Archers, well, every 20 seconds you get plus 30% Goliath armor and Archer AP. What that means is if let's say all the maximum 5 drop, you're going to get 150% additional armor. Which is probably one of the highest armors in the game, I believe, for Goliaths, and very similar for archers. Although I believe there is probably one of the Titan that has more archer AP, but you can get 150% additional AP on top of 110, that is 260% AP, which will be enough, along with a few other relics, to overwhelm a lot of armors in the game. So yeah, and as a special skill, he throws into shield spell. They're not buffed as they are in Tengu, but there's something to talk about. So the event features Lubu at 17,000 souls, Wukong at 11,000 souls, Staff of Storm being the top 20,000 souls event mark. The boost titans will be Nergal. Hopefully you happen to get one. The really great Panther buffing titan. Other than that, you can also get Lubu, which is going to be the buffing titan. Of course, that is only if you have him already. Other than that, it's going to be 1.2 using all 4-star titans or 1.1 using all 3-star. Now, if you do have any lightning titans, to be honest, the ping pong, the raids that you do for the events for getting your soul should be pretty quick if you go on with an all storm maidens build. So it's, you know, using a 1.2, yeah, you're going to take a lot more battle, you're going to a little more, a few more battles to get to the sort of the goal you want, but it can be done. So yeah, now the interesting thing about the alliance rewards, notice that the top rank actually gets a level 50 Lubu. We don't normally see level 50s, but the fact they're giving a level 50 Lubu, what I suggest is, if you are planning to go for this event, if you do not have Lubu, you do not have Staff of Storms, stuff like that, probably look for an alliance that is finishing the event. Try get yourself in the top 3 and get yourself a high level Lubu. Why not, right? I don't anticipate a very massive demand for this event, given that a lot of the older players like myself already have this one, so I wouldn't see a lot of big alliances going all out. Amongst the relics available this event, Staff of Storm is really good. I don't know if it's worth at 20,000 souls, but it is definitely good. The fact that you get 40% spells damage buff, but notice that that although it's at 20,000 souls, the Brumhilda's Helm, which is available at 8k, actually offers a larger buff to like the spells damage being at 60%. And the other relics, Lubu's crown and red hair, are not necessarily meant for Lubu. Probably, I don't really see Lubu crown using being used on Lubu, but he can certainly be used on other titans. Red hair is a good relic. I use it myself on my frigg to get my 24% resistance to all elements. But of course, you can couple that with your Lubu to get additional resists as well. Now, some of the relics that are not featured in this event, but I thought of including here just to show you what sort of relics you could probably want to equip on your Lubu if you manage to get him. Because remember, the main goal should be, that is in my opinion, is to use Lubu as a spell buffing, as a spell master, right? So you want to use him to basically cast so many lightning storms that you can just win using lightning storm spamming. So Reinforced Grip, an old relic, 3 Lightning Storm spells. This is in fact my first 4-star lightning relic that I maxed up. Really happy with that. Then you have the Storm Rune. Great thing about it is, although it gives you lightning spells and not lightning storm spells, it gives you 24% lightning Titan resist to all elements, which is good for Lubu when you're trying to max out his resistances. Hoplite Cord, Midas Touch do the similar thing. I have 3 lightning storms. Milner, of course, is going to be the great relic you would want if you could ever get it from the 5k altar, or with some bit of luck on the 1k altar, I believe. Bust of Zeus. Bust of Zeus is another great relic. In fact, notice that Bust of Zeus offers twice the amount of lightning spells damage buff. So when it says lightning spells, I think I mean, I'm pretty sure it refers to all lightning spells. That includes lightning storms and lightning damage. So that's really good, right? So that's a very good relic. Storm Ring, which is kind of on the side, also does a similar. So Storm Ring, Midas Touch, and Hoplite Cord do the same thing along with the Reinforced Grip. So yeah, there you go. Lost Data, one that came out, I believe, when Zeus came out, offers 40% spell damage buff. So these are all kind of various options you have. There are a few other like Shocking Gem and there's a few more. I think there's a few more I missed out, but they don't give any spell damage buff, but may grant you a few lightning spells, or like lightning storm. I think lightning spells. I think I've covered all the lightning storm spells. Now here's the chart. I'm gonna go over. As always, I'll present the data to you. and you can analyze that at your own time and make your judgment. But if you look at all the different titans that buff lightning spells and storm maidens at the same time, you've got Zeus, Lubu, Brumhilda, Frigg, Helga, and Sif. There are a few other like Hel, for example, but she doesn't buff storms or lightning spells. So this is why I decided to include these in the analysis. So if you actually notice if you just notice all the text in blue, which refers to all the buffs to spells, notice that Zeus comes with 3, Lubu comes with 3 as well, and but Lubu offers additional bolts per lightning storm, 5 more, and a significant buff to lightning storm damage, which clearly makes Lubu a much better spellcaster than Zeus. Brumhilda, though, does something even better, which because she does 300% all lightning spells damage, which will also include lightning storms. But unlike Lubu, she offers one less lightning storm spell, but compensates by having two lightning spells, but has no additional bolts in the lightning storm. So it's kind of interesting how it all balances out, right? But one thing which Zeus does specifically, which no other spellcasting buffing titan does in this class, is the fact that he offers additional radius for your lightning storm spells, which may be something which may come in handy occasionally, but I believe in today's meta, whenever you do apply lightning storms, you are fairly certain the troops are in a reasonable area that you can cast the spells in. Now Frigg, of course, the old lady, she's absolutely fantastic. Now she doesn't actually bring in any lightning spells, but the reason I included her in there is that whenever an enemy drops an Omega troop, um, a lightning spell is cast on it, and there are 5 of those that will come, and these are super lightning spells. Now also she casts 5 lightning spells whenever her own 5 Omega Storm Maidens are cast. So yeah. So I mean, it's quite easy to assume that she comes with 5 lightning spells at the minimum, and she offers an all-round 100% lightning spell damage buff, which is good. This is lightning spells and not all lightning spells. It only applies to lightning spell. Helga and Siv, I just want to throw in there to show you where they all stand. It's interesting that Helga actually buffs lightning storm damage more than Zeus. Notice Civ doesn't do too bad at 40% also spell damage, and if you actually look at all the different prestige skills, what you'll notice if you are trying to figure out, hey, all right, okay, so which Titan should I go for when it comes to Storm Maidens between these set of Titans? It's very peculiar that actually Civ comes out on top, because notice what Civ does. Not only does she have a very similar damage buff as Zeus, but she has much better damage buff for Storm Maidens than all the other in the category. But she also comes in with critical, which Zeus doesn't have. But where she misses out, of course, is the fact she doesn't have any Omega Storm Maidens, and which you can say probably compensate for that. So if you look at Civ now, if you were to just compare Civ and Zeus, because you remember the prestige skills for both actually buff the base damage for Storm Maidens, which is really massive. Now both are rangers, which is also an interesting comparison. Both are lightning rangers. Now, if you were to compare them, you if you do my sort of honest opinion is that although Zeus doesn't have the crit, um, he actually is probably the best lightning Storm Maiden buffing Titan there, because uh, just notice what his second aspect of his prestige skill is. Whenever a lightning storm is cast, Storm Maidens get an additional 15 to 40% Storm Maiden damage buff. So that's 40% at level 10, but Save does not have that anything. So you're talking about a significant buff to the damage of the Titan, and not to mention the Omega Storm Maiden. So in my opinion, amongst all of these, the best Lightning Storm, the best Storm Maiden Titan within this class would be Zeus. If you were to look at the best lightning storm buffing Titan, I would put Lubu on the top and probably close. And then when it comes to lightning, I would put Brumhilda and Frigg in there. Probably Brumhilda is going to be slightly higher because of that 3.5, and the fact that she can use the 5-star Mjolnir relic. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you found this analysis helpful, and I will catch you all in another Wrong Gamer video.